rocket thing in there.
Hello everyone and welcome to a Rogue Company video. In today's video we're going to be going over my opinions on the top 3 heroes in the game for new players. These are the top 3 heroes that I think are the most easy to dive right into. They both benefit your team and individual play styles, whether you're coming from a first-person shooter or third-person shooter. Also, these are 3 heroes that you don't need to pay any money for. There are heroes that I think are probably a little bit easier, but you have to pay to get them. So these are the heroes that come with the free-to-play game. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments below, and I'll try to get to them as soon as I can. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Coming in at the number 3 spot is Trench. Trench is a very easy hero to understand and dive right into without much practice.
Try to get to that door really quickly and try
His main ability is the barbed wire field or barbed wire net on the ground. You can see it being deployed right here in the gameplay. It is great for blocking off avenues of flank. So flanking is so important in this game that being able to have something like this barbed wire is very important, so you can watch one avenue and not have to worry about another. You can see here in the gameplay we are backed up. We have this one, and there's 2 different spots they can flank us from. From that garage door you can see right there, and then from the other lane. So I've blocked off the mid area there, and so they can't come behind me. I'm watching this garage door while also trying to help my team out. He also is able to carry an extra grenade. He has gas grenades, which disorient the enemy, also making it very helpful in flanking, but as well as blocking off an area of attack. His AR is very strong. His AR is also on other rogues, so it's easy to dive right in, grab that gun, and then be able to go to a different hero, and you'll know that gun right off the bat. You can also upgrade that gun on the first purchase. So a lot of heroes, you can't increase the damage range until the second or third purchase or upgrade for that weapon. You can do his on the first purchase, making it more powerful for you. His perk system is also great. Tenacity, it makes you take less damage from explosions, which is very helpful. The shredder rounds deal more damage to equipment and ammunition. Not really important, but it does help. But here's where we get important: bounce back and headstrong. Headstrong is going to be getting a change for recent tweets, which is going to make it even more powerful. But this gives you 25 extra armor, and bounce back makes your health regeneration delay shorter. So this gets you back into the fight sooner. He also has tracker rounds, which highlight enemies when you do damage to them. That's super helpful for you and your teammate to know where they're going after you damage them. A lot of people think, I'm going to flank now, right? So this allows you, no, I'm going to get you. So really great.
Nice work.
Trench at number 3.
Yeah, we did.
Let's move on to the next one.
Nice.
Strong work, everyone.
They never came for the flank. I was.
Oh, there we go.
Coming in at the number 2 slot is Dallas, or aka the Doc. His target finder ability is, to me, one of the best abilities in the game, giving you the advantage right off in the beginning of the fight. Knowing where the closest enemy is to you can pinpoint where the rest of the team is for your team. Knowing where the enemy is super overpowered in most of these game styles, and I think that, you know, a team without Dallas is already at a disadvantage. So being able to let your team know where the enemy is, especially in something like extraction, knowing where they are so you can get them, get a good flank on them, or work as a team and surround them, is vastly superior to most of the other talents in the game, in my opinion. He also has, just like Trench, he also has the damage range increase on the first upgrade to his AR, again giving you more damage at longer ranges right off in the beginning of the first couple rounds of the fight. This is the same AR that Trench uses, so again, you're going to know them very well by just playing multiple heroes. The revolver, in my opinion, that Trench starts with is one of the best starting weapons in the game. You can upgrade this thing twice, just like any other starting pistol, but it is super strong. You can 2-tap somebody to the head and 3-tap them to the body. This is stronger than any other starting weapon, and if you can do a single shot weapon and you're good with that, this is by far the best option for you as a starting weapon. No other hero has this starting weapon, which makes it very helpful in early game. His incendiary grenades are super helpful as well early game, because you can use them to block off flanking routes. Not only block off flanking routes, but get the down on somebody that might be low on health, which makes it very helpful in multiple different situations. The regular grenades that some of the hero has, I think, are a little underwhelming as they take a long time to blow up. These, as immediately as they hit the ground, it blows up, puts an area effect on the ground, blocking off that flanking route, maybe allowing you to retreat, get healthy, do whatever you need to do, maybe get another flank on the enemy. So having these incendiary grenades is a super helpful perk early on in the game for Dallas. Going on to his perk system, I think, again, it's one of the better perk systems in the game. First talent being padded steps. This gives you silent footsteps when you're not sprinting. Being able to one-up your team because they don't know you're behind you is super helpful. Footsteps are so important in this game, and they do such a good job of the audio of letting you know where that enemy is coming from. Being able to not have your footsteps heard is super overpowered in my opinion. The next one, Stalker, removes the aim down sight speeds. Again, this makes you harder to hit. If you're not slowed down when you're ADSing, you're able to move faster, and maybe the enemy just misses that one or that first or second shot, giving you the upper hand to get that down. He also has bounce back and headstrong. Again, bounce back reducing your health regeneration delay, and bounce back giving you an additional 25 armor. Combining these two together, I think, is super helpful for the new player, as it will allow you to remain in the fight longer, and if you do get in trouble, to regenerate your health and get healthy faster. The last perk is Replenish. Replenish is a great talent that multiple people have, but downing an enemy reloads your current equipped weapon and restores ammunition. This is huge. If you're playing Extraction like I do, and you're sitting on the objective and you get one down, there's probably more guys flanking you or in on you. Being able to have a fully loaded weapon after each down is super helpful and allows you to stay in the fight and stay healthy. Before we get to our number one slot, I wanted to give an honorable mention to Dima. Dima is a super straightforward hero, very basic. Any kind of first-person, Call of Duty player could dive right into him and be pretty set. But the reason why he didn't make my list for the top 3 is because of his perk system. He doesn't really have any perks that benefit the team. He doesn't have tracer rounds. He doesn't have that. He doesn't have the tracker ability or anything like that. He does have his passive is called Burned, and enemies that you down are revealed to your team for a short duration. This to me isn't as strong as the other two talents, as tracer rounds or as the pulse or whatever you want to call it for Dallas. So I just didn't think his perk system was as strong as the other 2 or other 3 characters. So his AR is great, but you can't upgrade the damage range until the 3rd upgrade, which makes it very expensive. I mean, that's 8,000 plus 15,000, so that's what, 23,000 dollars you have to spend in order to fully upgrade his AR. His SMG is pretty good too, but again, it's okay. There's no damage increase to his pistol for the starting weapon. There's no armor bonus in his perks, and his devastating ability, while it's super strong and can be very helpful in a lot of situations, it takes a really long time to detonate, giving the enemy a lot of time to get out of it. There's definitely times when you can get them and there's nowhere for them to go, and you got them, right? But there's so many times it's been fired at me, and I just kind of roll out of the way and run away. And to me, that's just not what that special ability should be used for. So he didn't come in in my top 3, but he definitely deserves an honorable mention as someone that you can pick up and dive right into. But without further ado, let's get to the number 1 slot.
Oh, me and Ronin down.
Coming in at the number 1 slot is, of course, Ronin. Ronin, by far, in my opinion, is the best and easiest hero to jump right into the game with. Her passive ability, called Underground, gives you the ability to avoid being detected by enemy radar. This makes you immune to Dallas's pulse ability or tracker ability and to the tracker rounds ability. This gives you a huge advantage in the early rounds, being able to flank and become undetected. Her main ability, the ballistics knife, is also super overpowered. It's a one-tap kill whether you hit them directly in the face with it or they just simply run by it. You can use this to cut off flanking routes or lead your enemy into these knives as a one-tap kill. Pair this with her starting weapon, which is called the Spitfire. It is, in my opinion, one of the most overpowered starting weapons in the game because it's fully automatic. When you go up against all the other heroes with their D50s and the revolver with Dallas, you have a fully automatic weapon.
They're gonna go straight.
It's crazy. I feel that gives you the advantage right off in the beginning of that fight without even having to upgrade it. There's no upgrade for the damage, but you don't need it. You're fully automatic. You move around, you keep mobile, and you just lay into him with this weapon. There's no need for the advantage because it's fully automatic. Use this with her submachine gun or the assault rifle. While neither one of them have a damage upgrade, or the assault rifle does at the third stage, but the submachine gun is super strong. Again, she's probably one of the best flanking heroes in the game and can easily be jumped right into and fully understand her kit without any problems. The katana also deadly up close. Multiple heroes have this weapon, but with her flanking abilities and her underground passive, no one has that combo, and it's huge advantage. Combining this with her perk systems, which again I think are one of the best ones in the game, makes her again deadly in the flank. The evade talent, after being damaged, increases movement speed for a short duration. This is huge. I take one shot, I'm now that much faster. I can avoid more bullets. The enemy is taking a longer time and a harder time to understand where I am and how to kill me. This is huge. Tenacity. Take reduced damage from explosions, super helpful, especially in endgame when you're getting maybe hit by a demon grenade or something like that. It's very helpful. Nimble hands increase weapon swap and reload speed. Again, keeping you mobile, keeping you quick, keeping you agile. All of these perks and talents and abilities just merge so well to making her deadly in the flank. Replenish, we talked about this one with Dallas. Downing an enemy reloads your current equipped weapon and restores ammunition. Again, keeping you in the fight, keeping you in that flank, and keeping you moving forward. Tracker rounds. Damaging an enemy with a firearm will reveal them to your team. Again, super helpful. So I'm on that flank. I shoot an enemy. They are now revealed to me as they maybe run away and to the rest of my team. This is huge. There's no other rogue, in my opinion, that has this good of a perk system, talents and abilities that merge all well together to create one super strong hero. So if you're looking to get into the rogue company, definitely start with Ronin. She's fantastic. But that's going to do it for the top 3 on my list. If you have any other ideas or suggestions, leave them in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you guys think. But thank you all for tuning in. If you liked the video, please like, subscribe, and ring that bell for more content from myself. And we'll see you in the next one. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Why is there only 3 of us?